from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Now improvising. He's going to run it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And it's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Handoff for Baxter. Showing off yards. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Box, box, box. Check. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Where did he go?
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right there. And here they are now, down in close to the red zone, but the head coach is loving what he's seeing out of his team early.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it with Baxter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing, Sellers. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Running inside. It's Fuller. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Red pass, it's complete. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in the plays. So this can certainly open things up later.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it yet.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking for room. It's Fuller. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And they get him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Pickup of 15. 1st and goal, South Carolina.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball. Up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They give it to him again, and he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Quarterback may change this route. On third down, here's Baxter. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They'll stop the clock. Wildcat. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Fighting off the defender. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Skinner. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Quarterback keeps it. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the house call coming on the run from the 23. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Fuller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that 2nd down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of 1st down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on 3rd down.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Here's a little room there. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football.
Dialed up the fake. He's looking to throw. And they pull it off. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running inside. It's Fuller. Still on his feet at the 35. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 14 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Mustangs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And did this group ever need that? The first win on the year, they're now 1-4. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really...
He's into the open down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
How special is this tight end? You've seen why he's one of the best in college football. A big explosive play to set them up down here in the red zone, and then because of his size and his route running ability, works himself open for the touchdown in the end zone. This guy is a unique matchup nightmare that this offense takes advantage of every single week.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The run inside. It's Fuller. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. On the move. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically, already over 100 yards rushing, but look at the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Sellers from the gun on third down. Looking for a big play. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly.
Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And, man, that is a big missed opportunity for this defense. They need to get back in this football game. They needed to stop them on 3rd and long, and now this offense set up in a position to get more points, to build to their lead. That is so deflating for a defense.
Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fitted in the window for the score. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill-spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Running through contact. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sellers. The throw. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a crease, it's Barnes. Crosses the 45. Finding some room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running backs.
He caught it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense gets it. After that score and much closer to a win here in week 5.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the...
Got a little grass. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Bring in the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense fucks up.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. On 1st down, it's Baxter again.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Throws for the tight end. Got a man, it's Skinner. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Now rolling to the left. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Anderson wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here comes the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the field. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Dumps it to the back. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Offense finally woke up, right? In the second half, they came out with their hair on fire. And, David, I don't know if it had as much to do with schematics as it did guys just winning their one-on-one matchups. They told us coming into this game they thought they had the horses to get this thing done. They just had to make the plays, and we saw that happen in the second half.
They did. They made the plays time and time again until they didn't. Until this last drive, when the defense had to have a stop, had to make a play. Didn't have much confidence because of all the success they've had, but it was good to see the defense bounce back, keep their head on, and get a big stop for their team late.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Kentucky right back to the line. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Unloads to the right. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.